Welcome everyone here to beautiful Edmonton, Canada. We are here again for the FISE World Series presented by Honor. I'm Ryan Meyer. I'm joined by none other than professional skateboarder himself, Thomas Winter. Thomas, my man, how you doing?
Hey, I'm very good. Thanks for asking.
Thanks for joining us one more time out here on the FISE Series. Like we said, we are here in Edmonton, Canada. That means previously, we have already come over for our first stop in North America, ended up being in Denver. Now we are here in Canada, the top of North America, and we are here in beautiful William Harlock Park. So an amazing course that they have sculpted for us out here. It is the same course as the BMX, so the skateboarders are sharing something. How is that for some of the skateboarders to kind of share different obstacles?
Man, I mean, all these guys like it. They're just having a good time out there. We got beautiful weather here, and everyone's just enjoying the park. Everyone's having a good time skating all the obstacles. Nobody has any problems with the box jumps. That's what I was a little afraid of in the beginning, but everyone's just dealt with it really well. So now we have all our 12 finalists using the entire park and have a great show starting in a few minutes.
Yeah, it's an amazing crowd as well. Beautiful weekend. We've had some weird weather as we woke up the last couple days. It was raining and windy. It is still a little windy for some of the riders. It's going to be kind of difficult in that sense if they're taking maybe the bigger box jump lines. Let's talk Beaver Fleming possibly. But, however, the sun is shining, it's beautiful, and everyone is ready to skate today. So, this is Edmonton. That means 4 stop on this 5-part tour. What have we done in the past? Let's take a look at the FISE map. Obviously, FISE has been going so many years strong in Europe. It's been 20 years almost in the making in Montpellier. That's where it started, and that's where we started off our tour this year in France. Montpellier, France, a beautiful city, hosted us again. One of the biggest action sports festivals in the world out there. We went over to Croatia, Osijek. That was our first year there. Amazing contest. Then we went a couple weekends ago to Denver, Colorado. First time ever the FISE has come across the Atlantic to the United States and to North America. Then we decided, okay, continue up North America, up the map to Edmonton, Canada. That's where we are here today, and we're going to end it off at the very end of October, October 28th to 30th in Chengdu, China. So, yesterday we had semifinals, did we not? It was a pretty jam-packed format. How was it for you watching semis?
It was amazing. All the riders, look at it. We got some of the world's best skateboarders. We got Ryan DeCenzo, we got TJ Rogers, we got Greg Lutzka, who won in Denver, Vincent Milou, who won in Montpellier earlier this year. Or for example, we have our yesterday's winner, Joseph Carpaccio, who is our defending winner from Chengdu, China, 2015. So we might have the dude coming back to defend the title again, because he's sitting in the first place now.
We had amazing riding from all the skaters, but Joseph as well. I mean, he came out on fire. We didn't see him in Denver, but we saw him here. And like you said, he had won previously as well in Chengdu last year. Do you think he's, gathering momentum for the rest of the tour here?
I'd say so. You saw it yesterday. He had a perfect round. It was flawless. It looked amazing. Everything's well timed. So he knows what it needs, what it takes to actually win this one. But as I said, we have Ryan DeCenzo, we have TJ Rogers, we have Greg Lutzka, we have Beaver Fleming, we have Vincent Milou. All these riders, anyone can take it in the finals now. So it's a whole new game, I'm sorry. Speaking
about all those riders, it'd be amazing to just kind of take a replay, look back at what Joseph did to end up in that top final spot. So this is the semi-final run from yesterday. Joseph dropping in there. Here, walk us through a bit of this, Thomas.
Yeah, he started in the big section over the box jumps. You see him using both of the BMX jumps, then doing a backside 5-0 to come back on the quarter pipe, taking some speed, and the frontside 5-0 across that long bank-to-bank.
And
frontside nose grab.
Before we had seen this, we had never seen anyone break into the 90s yet that day.
Oh yeah, he was the only one who actually break the 90s. He finished having a 90.33, I want to say.
Yeah.
So he was the only one to have a score of 90 and higher. But look at it, he just knows how to use the course. So all the tricks he just squeezed in. He probably did like 10 or 11 tricks in a 1-minute round, which is very difficult in this park. As you see, this is a huge park, so it is difficult to do that many tricks, but yeah, Joseph did it. That's why he ended up on the top.
So just some amazing style. Like, it was so nice to see him come out. Like, I hadn't seen him skate previously in Denver, so seeing him come out, maybe it wasn't, I thought maybe he didn't want to come out to Denver for a certain reason, but it wasn't for lack of injury or anything like that. It looked like he was on perfect form, and he stayed on top throughout the entire rest of the event yesterday.
Yeah, he's definitely a contender. You see, I saw him today practicing. He's got all the tricks on lock, so we're most likely gonna see another perfect round today. But But as I said, it is a whole new day. So we're gonna see how these guys deal with the wind. We got some wind here today, so we'll see how they deal with it.
For other sports that we're used to in action sports, we talk about riders flying so high in the air and wind affecting, maybe their bike, or we're talking about wake or things like that. But how does it affect the skater?
It definitely does affect a lot. When it is windy outside, you cannot flip your skateboard because it's just gonna get away from you.
Of course.
And not only flipping your board is difficult, but flying, doing all the big box jumps is difficult too. Like we see Beaver Fleming doing backflips. So if you fly in the air, you gotta grab your board. It might fly away too. You don't want to be upside down when your board flies out.
Exactly. So it is a very big factor that might be something to consider for all the skaters out here today. So if you guys are watching from home and you don't want to hear us just blab about it, you probably want to see who's going to be riding here in this final. Throw it down to our host in the crowd, Salmon, for the riders.
All right, Edmonton, bring in your first skateboard rider. Make some noise for TJ Rogers. Oh, he's got some style out there. Nice job, TJ. Good to see you, brother. All right, next rider in. Give it up for Ben Loads. Great to see you, brother. All right, your next rider in. Give it up for Austin Seaholm. All right, your next skater in. Give it up for Maxine Jenin. All right, your next skater in. Give it up for Craig Lutzka. All right, your next rider in. Give it up for Adrian Bullard. Next in, make some noise out there for Victor Pellegrin. Look at this, oh my God. What? All right, your next rider in. Give it up for Vincent Milou. All right, your next rider in. Make some noise for Beaver Fleming. All right, your next rider in. Make some noise for Ryan DeCenzo. Oh, they love DeCenzo. All right, your next rider in. Make some noise for John Constantino. All right, and your final rider, give it up for Joseph Garbaccio. All right, make some noise for all your riders.
There you have it, a lovely introduction of our top 12 semi-finalists from yesterday. Funny to see them all skate down.
Yeah, man, I like this. I was just saying this earlier. I wish more events do this. They introduce the riders so the crowd knows them, and then all the riders get the spotlight before the event starts. So I think this is a great thing to do, and I hope we're gonna do it at every event from now.
Yeah, it's nice. It's nice to hear that input. I like it as well. I think it's a great rider introduction. But hey, if you boys are checking out on social media, maybe you have a different opinion. Maybe you want to tag some of the boys and see what they're doing on all the social platforms. Make sure you first follow FISE. You got to get on Facebook. Follow us at FISE.official. That's the official Facebook page for FISE. It's the one with the little blue circle and the check mark through it. So find us on Facebook. Make sure you hashtag all your posts FISE and FISE World, and as well for the Edmonton one, FISE Edmonton. If you're on Instagram or Twitter or Snapchat, you're one of those guys, it's going to be at FISE World. Snapchat handle is FISE World Series. And as well, make sure you stay tuned, FISE.tv. So let's talk about some judges. We're going to format, so maybe introduce us to some of the judges up here, Thomas.
Oh yeah, of course, I'd love to. So starting in, let's see, everyone, as you see on the left of the screen, we got our DJ Mike Rock. Then right next to him, that's Willie Santos from California, Julian Dykmans from Europe, and the last judge on the right, that was Mark Aziza. All of these guys are very well-known professional skateboarders. They've been doing this for 25 and more years, so we can't expect anything but perfect judging today. I'm pretty sure about that.
Nice, they're having some fun up there as well. Always nice to know who's judging, who's riding, and how are they going to be going down here? What is the competition format for the skate comp?
Okay, so for the finals today, we got the riders split in 3 groups of 4 skaters, and that means every group is gonna have 2 rounds, one after another. So it's gonna mean rider number 1 goes, rider number 2, and then rider number 3. Then we're gonna get to the top of the order again, and these guys are gonna have second rounds. So they will know how they did after right after they start. So we're gonna have 2 rounds. As usual, best round counts, which is the usual format. People are used to it. All the riders are familiar with it, so they know what they have to do. If they mess up in the first round, they just gotta make sure they land all their tricks in the second one.
So as you see here, this is going to be our first heat. TJ Rogers, Ben Loads, Austin Seaholm, and Maxine Janine. Canada, USA, and French. Massive international here at an international field of athletes here at the FISE. That's what it's all about. You know, the cool thing about the FISE is that it allows amateur riders to come out here and test your luck. This is not just an invite-only contest like many of the, big American extreme sports contests that we know. You're able to come out here as an amateur. You can enter the contest, and if you do good enough, you can maybe get a chance to go in with the semifinals or into the qualification, then in the semifinals with the professionals, with those top guys who you've been looking up to your whole life. What does that maybe mean for an upcoming competitor?
Okay, we're gonna have our first rider in, no one else than Canadian TJ Rogers. And the crowd likes him. Look at the people, they're stoked to see him in the finals.
Yeah, we have tons of people out here today, completely packed stadium or completely packed grass field, we would say, at William Harwell Park here in Edmonton.
Okay, yeah, we got TJ in, the first rider of the day, ollie in over that hydrant into the bank. Nollie backside flip. You see, I said it was a new day. He missed this trick in both of his rounds yesterday.
He did.
So yeah, he's putting it together. Let's hope he keeps doing it. Oh, stepping off on that back tail. It's almost a make, I want to say.
He's been having a really fun time out here in Edmonton. He was just really stoked to have FISE kind of come out
his way, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we saw him do the backflip down the big rail. The naughty heel manual holding on to it. Like that tic-tac manual he did. DJ's always smiling. Look at that guy. Yeah, we said it yesterday. We got 2 dudes that get never angry. Like both of these guys, him and Victor, are the 2 dudes that you will always see having a good time. That frontside 360 it looks like his board is glued to his feet.
Yeah, as well, quite different riding style than we saw him skate yesterday.
Oh yeah, of course. I guess he had a good sleep today. Nollie front heel over the hip. Besides of that little step off, this is a perfect run so far. Might get a good score. Oh! Nollie biggie to finish it off.
I thought you may be jinxing TJ there.
No, I'm not.
But he is holding on quite well. TJ is completely in a different zone than yesterday. I mean, you said he had a couple, right off the start of the gate yesterday, he had a bit of trouble. Yeah,
he missed his second trick, so that's always difficult if you get in the park and then you miss the first trick or the second trick right away. It messes with you, and for the rest of the run, it's just difficult to keep up.
Next rider up in the gates is going to be Ben Loads, another Canadian boy from Spruce Grove.
The hometown hero here. We saw him do some crazy tricks yesterday. That no comply trifle down the big 4 was that stayed in my mind. That was amazing. Doing a backsmith on that quarter pipe.
You said you were going to go ask him afterwards to do it for Snapchat.
What is it?
You said you were going to go ask him to do it again for Snapchat.
Yeah, I was going to, but then he just bounced. Before we got out, he was not even in the skate park anymore. All these riders had to leave because we have the BMX practice right after the contest. Yeah, we got Ben coming for the backside flip over the hydrant. It's like, thank you for letting me land it. He's coming for the no comply tray flip again. Oh, there you go. He does it every try now. Oh, this dude is really good. I've never seen him skate before. Oh, missing the backside nose bun.
You're saying that's not one that you see too often in a contest that no comply.
You barely ever see it. You only a few dudes I know can do it. Well, people can do it, but no one really does it in a contest. It's a very difficult trick to do. Just can get away from you very easily. Oh! Now he does it to a 50-50 grind. Whoa. What else can we expect?
Wow. So as you just said, no one does that no comply tray flip in a contest even. He just goes and tries it into a 50-50 down the hubba.
Yeah, right. That's the way. You want to go to China with us? You got to put it on the line, you know? You just have to commit and do your best tricks.
So tell me a bit about the next rider up here, Austin Seaholm.
That's one of my close friends, actually. And Austin got 5th in Denver. That's how he made his way here. So he got invited, got all his expenses paid for. That's how he's here in Edmonton. Starting it off with a frontside flip up that Euro gap. And some speed. 1 foot ollie into the Euro again.
Yeah,
one wheelie nose
nosey.
manny. Another trick you never see people do. You see nose mannies, that's kind of a regular trick, but one wheelie nose manny, nah, you don't see that too often. And for that hydrant, doing a back 180, 1 foot over the hydrant. Coming back, doing a little manual down the bank.
So as we
Nollie back tail.
As we see a lot of the skaters going fully across the park, back and forth, can you walk me through maybe a judge's opinion on a skater, you know, maybe staying more in the street section or diversifying himself and going all the way around the course?
It is difficult to tell, and every rider has a unique style of skating, so they gotta know the riders too. It's not like anyone can just come up there and start judging. They gotta know the riders, they gotta know their style, they gotta know how they perform to be able to judge it on the scale to 0 to 100 as we do. So it's not there's not a unique system of how the judges would be doing it. Of course, we do judge amplitude, exploration of the park, height of the tricks, the execution and everything, but then you still have to look at the certain rider.
Let's take a look back at that one-wheeled nose manny.
Yeah, that's a nice one, right?
Yeah, he was doing those really for a long time in kind of the arc at the top deck in Denver.
We might see it in his second run. He has to step it up. He missed 2 tricks in the first run. We don't have our scores in yet, but I believe we will after we go through the first round. So we'll see them very soon. Maxime Janine from France. He's been with us for the entire tour because he won the tour last year. That's how he got in, and he has all the trips paid for. So he's gonna fly with us all around the world this year.
That's a very nice thing as well. We were speaking about that yesterday, how FISE is doing that. That, you know, it kind of helps out the riders, helps out the athletes, and without the athletes, obviously we wouldn't have a contest. We wouldn't have any type of event.
Exactly, my friend. That's correct. And I gotta say, there's no other tour that would do this for the riders, that would take care of the riders, invite the top finishers from every event and the overall winners of the season to come with them to all the events for the next year. That's just amazing. It's opening so many opportunities to the riders.
Really showing the respect where it's due there, I feel. Oh!
Oh, holding on to that front side lip slide down the big rail.
Do you think that Maxime favors this course a bit more than he did in Denver?
I do, yeah. He didn't have a good time in Denver. Well, I mean, he had a good time. He just didn't have a good time skating. Somehow he couldn't put it together. And unfortunately today, this run, he missed a few tricks. So that's not going to be the one he would like to have. He still has a second round. So we hopefully will see some better tricks in the second round from our riders. I mean, TJ in the beginning had some really good tricks and almost a perfect run, but then the rest of the riders didn't put it together the way they wanted for sure. We got some replays here. Max doing that switch lip slide down the rail.
Very, very clean. But speaking about TJ, we're gonna see if he has another chance to maybe perfect that run completely.
Let's see. Oh, we see he's ranked #1 now. We don't see the scores, but we already see he's ranked #1. Starting with the ollie. Again, that nollie backside flip was huge. This guy got popped. Like, if you watch his video part, this dude jumps on high ledges. Getting that back tail that he missed in the first round. Coming for the down rail, doing a back lip. He had a hard time doing that back lip yesterday, even though that's not a difficult trick for him. Yesterday just wasn't his day. Oh, missing that nollie heel manual.
I have a bit of expert insight here into some judging minds, so I can tell you that right now TJ is ranked in first there with that 76.33. We're going to be able to get you a little mini leaderboard up in a second, but that is that first score to beat from his first run.
That is a nice score. Missing that nollie back heel. I like that run. I like how he jokes around. When he misses a trick, some people will get mad, and then this guy's just having a good time over
Always having a good time.
Well, that's what skateboarding is about, right?
It is, right?
It's like all the homies come together, have a good time, skate, hang out, then...
There's a mini leaderboard. TJ Rogers in first there with that 76.33. Lotz 70.33. And 68 for Austin Seaholm, 65.66 for Mr. Janin.
So we still got 3 riders coming in the first heat, and we got Ben Lotz for his run number 2, ready to drop in, currently ranked number 2, dropping in on the other side of the park.
Let's see if he can maybe do that no comply tray flip to 50-50.
That would be amazing. I'd love to see that.
Whoa!
Oh!
Holding it.
Oh, he had no speed for that crookie grind. I like he still tried it and did it. Getting that nollie heel into the bank. Yeah, he knows he has to land all his tricks if he wants to make the top 5, because there's a lot of good skaters coming up in the next heat.
Thomas, you've been on this scene for a very long time, competing tons as well, and you said you've never actually seen Ben skate before. Is it really fun to be able to go to contests?
Oh, it is amazing. Oh,
Ben!
I love this.
It's butter every time.
Every time. I was gonna say he's gonna get that back nose blunt now. See how windy it is? Look at his shirt.
Yeah. I can imagine it's very tough to do flip tricks. There we go.
Okay, he's coming for it. Oh! Go up there and do it. We all want to see that. It is really nice. As you said, like, it is really nice to see new faces competing. I'm hoping I'm going to see him coming to more events now.
Here, I think he's going for it again.
Oh! Almost got that one.
Almost. You know, kind of in FISE fashion, we're always like allowing riders to go a bit after they run for the crowd, obviously not counting towards their points, but they just get to do it and see if the crowd gets hyped enough, you know, kind of give them that extra adrenaline so they go out and pull this trick. Wondering if Salmon is going to get the crowd hyped enough to let Ben go out and do that, but no, it's on to Mr. Austin Seaholm right now.
Okay, we got Austin in. He just did that one wheelie nose manny. Cross that manual pad bank to bank, taking speed, coming up for that hydrant with the back 181 foot again. Okay, hopefully Austin's gonna put it together now. Coming for that nollie back tail reaver, getting it this time. That is a beautiful trick, isn't it?
Yes, he has amazing lip tricks and coping stuff that he does.
Oh, missing that nose slide big spin. He does that trick so easily though. Yeah, we got Austin setting up for that tray flip nose pick. Yeah, getting it this time, yeah. I personally like this round way better than the first one, so hopefully he's gonna get his score up. He's gonna bump his scores. Getting some props from the other riders.
Austin was previously sitting with that 68 from run number 1.
See that perfect execution of the trick. Coming for the tray flip nose pick. Oh, he missed his truck, so it was a tray flip nose stall.
So next up in the gate, the Frenchman Maxime Genin. He's currently sitting in 4th, but our previous tour winner, as you said, he's traveling around with the FISE to all the stops this year.
Yep, he is, and starting it off with the front Smith, the long-ass front Smith on the 5-meter long flat bar.
Really long rail to slide.
Right. Oh! See this skate park? Some skate parks, you know how they're slippery, so it gives you a chance to slide your trick out if you don't turn it properly.
Yeah.
This one not.
Has no forgiveness.
No forgiveness at all. So you gotta do it perfect if you wanna land it, and that was a perfect example right there. Yeah, Max coming in fakie, going for that Euro gap. Try to land that full cap flip. Oh, missing that one. See, he had a really good skate yesterday.
He did.
In the semis. And then today feels like he can't put it together, just like it happened in Denver. Same thing. You know, oh, that was really nice. That was a good nollie back 270 heel over the head. Right when you think he's over it, he's not gonna try anymore. Then he comes in with a banger. Oh, wish he landed that nollie heel backflip too. You know what's the good thing about the finals, though? Everyone's getting paid.
Yeah,
All these riders.
top 12. This is the nice thing about FISE is that they do a large amount for all the riders. Basically, in all the events, top 12 get a check, and that is something that I really like to see because it's tough being a professional athlete and going around to all these events and only making your money basically from your contest winnings sometimes.
Yeah, it gives the riders a reason to come again. As I said, like this tour is opening a lot of doors and giving a lot of opportunities to these riders. So whoever is watching out there, make sure you make your way out to the next stop we got, which is in China in a month.
Exactly, going to be October 28th to 30th in Chengdu, China. Make sure you follow us on Facebook, FISE.official. Get all the updated links as well, FISE.fr. You can get all the other video content and stuff as well. You can check us out Instagram, Twitter at FISE World. Snapchat handle is FISE World Series. So you were saying though that you know, this FISE series is opening up so many doors. Where's your hometown actually?
I do live in Prague, Czech Republic.
Okay, and you have lived all over the world as well, in LA, everywhere, and so your mindset being a skater that has traveled the world everywhere, how does it feel? You've been in so many different contests. What is the difference with FISE?
It feels really good, man, but like traveling the world is that's what you want to do. But we got some scores in. Let's check them out. We got TJ Rogers sitting in first with 66.33, Ben Loads in second, Austin Seahall with 70 even in third, and Maxime Janin with 65.66 closing the top four.
So like you said, you liked Austin bumping up his run a bit there. The judges did reward him 2 points extra, but it is going to be TJ Rogers on top there with that 76.33. Let's take a couple looks at the highlights from Heat 1.
Yeah, that was Max again with that switch lip slide, and the TJ with a kickflip manual. He didn't really do the manual, still pulled it though. And then Ben doing that backside flip over the hydrant. That was it for the Heat number 1.
Beautiful, man. And back into Heat number 2 action underway. Greg Lutzka, Adrien Boulard, Victor Pellegrin, and Vincent Melou. 3 French riders up against 1 American. Seems like we have so many French riders in all different disciplines as we enter into the FISE.
This is a really packed heat. I just want to say all these riders that are in this heat have either won a stop before or won the series overall. So that's a very strong heat. Greg Lutzka winning in Denver. Adrien Boulard winning multiple stops before. Victor Pellegrin, one of the winners of last year's overall scores. And Vincent Melou, our winner from Montpellier. We got Greg in, starting it off, getting some speed for the alley-oop 180.
So Greg, like you just said, coming off that win in Denver.
Hopefully he can put it together. Look at that beautiful frontside flip he just did. Yeah, this guy's got a lot of pop too. Greg's setting up for the big rail. Coming in for a backside lip slide. Perfect execution of it. Went for a front nose down the other rail. That's a whole new Greg. Yesterday he was just taking it easy.
Totally.
Going slower, but today he knows he gotta put it on line. He wants to make the podium again. From 270 nose blind. Yes, beautiful. Greg, I like to see that.
One of the only riders doing that. We have said so many times that Greg has his runs planned out. There's a lot of riders like you look in this heat, you're going to be able to go down and see Victor Pellegrin, who is one of the riders who freestyles everything. Nobody knows what he's doing, but Greg Lutzka, man, he comes out and he has it planned in his head, and you can see that in his skating.
Yeah, it's very refreshing to see people who are switching up their rounds. But even if we said Greg has it all planned out, he still changes his round for every day. So for the semis yesterday, it was a completely different round compared to today.
Yeah.
So you'd say, oh, Greg's just going to come in with the same tricks like yesterday to play it safe. No, he has to put it on the line. He has to switch it up and show the judges he's got different tricks as well.
Yeah, that's of course a very valid point and a great way to put it, because we aren't taking anything away from him saying that he has his stuff planned out. We're just saying that, you know, he kind of he figures it out in his head. Okay, today now I'm going to do that, and then I go do it. But he switches it up all the time. Has a lot of variety in there.
Yeah, we just said it in the good way. That meant it was a compliment, right?
Of course, of course. But another amazing French rider coming down here, Adrien Boulard, dropping in for run 1 here.
I like how Adrien yesterday used every obstacle and did so many tricks, even though he didn't go fast. Look at that slow 5-0 he does. And then like tic-tacs to the next obstacle and does a full cap over the hip. I love it. He's just freestyling too. So how many tricks was it so far? 4, 5, 6?
Yeah,
you know, like people usually
Very chill style.
Yeah, it's a chill style, but at the same time, he does the most tricks because he just uses every obstacle. It's like he made the skate park his own playground.
Ooh.
But then he just throws in a huge backflip like this and a front heel. So you'd think he's just playing around, doing these little tricks, and boom, out of nowhere, the huge backflip. Getting that fakey biggie to get his board straight again.
Oh, there's that huge 5-meter gap from the wedge to wedge.
Yeah, that was a beautiful tray flip he did there.
We were talking about that. Oh!
That's a make. That's still on the board.
That's a contest make.
I can totally understand he feels exhausted after just doing 20 tricks in 1 minute.
Yeah, you totally feel him. You know what he's going through, don't you?
Yep, you can tell, you know, like he's in his zone. I like how Adrian switches before his run. He's just like, he's joking around, talking to people, but when it comes to his run, he's quiet, he's concentrated, and he just goes for it. He knows what he needs to do.
Talking about jokesters, talking about guys who never kind of give up on having fun with their life. Victor Pellegrin dropping in here for his first run of the
Smiling
finals.
Crusties in the park. 50-50 back 180 on that long flat bar. Did you see his the beanie he has? He's probably gonna do the same thing today. Like, wait for it, guys. You're gonna see. You're gonna see.
He's always having a good time. We were
yeah.
talking with him a ton after Denver, and he's saying, you know, I'm living at the Volcom House in France, having such a good time surfing.
I wonder if he even slept today. Probably didn't sleep for like 7 days.
Probably not, man. He went straight from Denver on like a road trip across town to Edmonton, made his way here, tried to make as many friends as possible. I think he's like in the same clothes I've seen him with for the last week.
Why would he change? He probably has like a little backpack. He doesn't even travel with luggage.
Oh,
Taking a hard slam on that box jump. Still smiling. It's like, oh yeah, casual. I can't move my wrist, but I'm just gonna smile.
Oh, that was a hard one, Victor.
He's okay. He's a tough dude. Look at him. Okay, he would have to put it together in run number 2. I don't even know if he cares though. He just wants to have a good time.
We should take a bit of a look how hard he just slammed there. That was a heavy one. Here's some highlights from his run though.
Yeah, we had the back 180, the backs are 50-50 180 out. The ollie, and there you see he deck checked it, and that's what where he lost his balance, and then he just took that gnarly slam. It is a high jump box, so that slam he took was, what was it, 3 meters tall?
Yeah, that's very, very heavy. Okay, next rider up, Vincent Melou. Starting to go for the box and the step-up setup, this bigger BMX kind of part of the course.
Vincent came to me today saying he didn't have the run plan, he didn't know what to do, but look at his skating. This guy has it all. He doesn't even have to think about it. He just can go to the park, do whatever pops on his mind, and probably just land it and be a contender for a win. That was a beautiful biggie from board to fakie he just did.
Butter some of the tricks here. You know, we were speaking in Denver that he couldn't flip his board, we thought, because he was coming off of a big ankle injury, actually.
But 2 weeks later, that's a whole new Vincent. He's flipping his board all over the skate park. He just missed that kickflip front flip you guys saw. You just saw 5 seconds ago down the rail. Coming up for the hydrant, doing a frontside kickflip. It's a high hydrant to pop over. Getting speed for the rail and gonna do a front blunt down. That was really nice, Vincent. Yeah. Kickflip, still committed. No speed, but he was gonna go for it. That was a good run. Vincent took 2 slams, but still, I'm gonna say that was a good run. I liked it. He flipped his board, he flew over the big box jumps, he grinded the rail, and he skated the big rail. He did everything you need to do. I wish he lent everything in the second round. That would be a very high score. We got some replays coming in with that long backsmith. Look at the dip.
Such style in that. And
that frontside flip, perfect catch, 90 degrees. He's guy is no stranger to frontside flips. Little close-up shot.
So that does it. That was the 4 riders for our Heat 2. We're going to go re-rack back up with Greg Lutzka, and he's going to be dropping in for his second run right in front of us.
Okay, we got Greg sitting in third. We got some scores in. Adrian Boulard in first with 77.33. TJ Rogers in second, 76.33. And Greg Lutzka in third place so far. Greg's dropping in. And that manual across.
Big alley-oop.
Frontside alley-oop air. Into the steep bank. Coming up for that step up. Frontside flip up that Euro gap. And Greg's coming for the big rail with a backside lip slide. Oh, getting away from him. Yep, that ground is not forgiving to anyone.
No,
sure.
It's not. Definitely is not. You're saying sometimes it's almost like a skate light, sometimes the composite of this. Oh, beautiful though how he does that.
Yeah, that was
one.
really nice. Front 270 nose blunt. That's the way to do it.
It's like effortlessly just that nose blunt. Looks like it hardly touches as he glides across.
Exactly as you said. We just saw Greg doing the biggie he missed in the first round. Coming for a switchback lip. Beautiful, you know. In this wind, getting the speed to go switch is not easy. You're pushing against the wind. Doing that. Oh, missing that front 270 lip down the rail.
That's going to do it for the second run of Greg Lutzka. He was currently sitting in 4th position there with that 74.66. You think he's going to be able to bump up his score a little bit with that one?
I don't want to call anything. That was he missed 2 tricks in this one. He missed 2 tricks in the first one. It is gonna be a similar score to the first round. Hopefully it is gonna get higher. That would mean he would go in the top 3, but we will see.
Still 4 more riders to go after this Heat 2 is finished. Right now, Adrian Boulard is gonna be dropping in for his second chance.
Okay, we got Adrian sitting in second place now with score of 77.33. Adrian's in. The nollie back lip, backside biggie on that bank with that slow 5-0 down the rail, and the nollie cap over the hip. The pivot to fakie on the quarter pipe, taking some strong pushes, and a nollie from board on the flat bar. The bump to rail, I'm sorry. Go do the back lip with ease. That looked so easy, how he did it. Oh, that was a crazy front board. He was gonna do a front feeble, but it didn't lock in the truck. Still did it. Back biggie over the hip.
How much skill does it take to pull something off like okay, I'm not going, it doesn't lock in on my trucks, it's just slide on my board.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, absolutely amazing.
That's the contest commitment.
Yeah.
Oh, tray flip. That was fully onto the platform. He didn't clear it, but he still did it. I like that.
Totally. Oi!
Well, how did they land this?
How could
He's asking himself probably now, how did that happen?
His body dysmorphia right there. Completely.
That is going to be a higher score, for sure. This has to be a higher score than in the first round.
We'll take a couple looks back at some highlights here of Adrian Boulard's second run.
Watching the tray flip, not completely clearing the platform, but still putting it together. Just looking at Adrian, grabbing his board. I wish we get some more replays of that landing of the bigger flip, that backwards landing. I want to see it again.
End there, yeah. We could possibly get that in the highlights, I believe, of our Heat 2 package. Not sure if we're going to have time before we roll on to Victor Pellegrin's second run. Victor took a huge slam, though, in his first one. Wondering if he is going to be able to tough it out for the second one.
He's up there. He's ready to drop in. Currently ranked number 8. Victor Pellegrin with a score of 71 even. Victor's dropping in. The BMX side of the skate park and doing an alley-oop, backside alley-oop nose grab.
Yeah.
The crail over the hydrant. taking it completely different to all the other skaters. All these tricks he does.
Oh!
Front lip to front Smith, missing that one. Making some speed, coming back for the bump to rail. The overturn, front blunt, missing that one. He's probably shaked from the slam from the first round. That was a hard one to take.
It's very hard. Looked like he even caught a bit of his head on that one.
Oh, did he?
So it looked like it a little bit to me, so I'm happy that everything looks okay.
He likes the finish of his rounds with that nose blunt. I see him do it at every stop. It is such a nice trick when he does it. He's always stoked. Yeah, he's having a tough time.
So then there will be one more left for heat number 2 here. The skateboard park finals. FISE Edmonton. His fellow Frenchman and BMX flatland professional Matthias Dandois giving him a big hug.
Yeah, they're all friends. They travel everywhere together. You naturally become friends with all the other athletes here.
Ooh, showing some gnarly burn on his arm there.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Okay, we got our current leader, Vincent Milou, about to drop in. Crazy to see Vincent with such a high score, even though he missed some tricks in the first round. That's opening a big opportunity for him to bump his score up and get the lead by more points. Coming up for that backsmith across that long fly bar. And an alley frontside air. And some strong pushes come for that bump to rail.
Yeah.
Big spin from board to fakie. He's gonna drop in, come for the down rail. Get in that kickflip front lip now. That is not an easy one to do. Finally pulled it. He didn't do it yesterday. He didn't do it today in the first round. Finally did it now. And doing that frontside flip with a little touchdown. He made it look steezy. He even made a touchdown look steezy. I like that. And a front blunt. Oh, that is a really good run now.
Banger run, talking about being on top already. He knows that he has some heavy hitters coming in heat number 3, so he wants to...
He wants that podium. Oh, contest make.
Contest make, touchdown looking a little less steezy, but still steezy. Oh!
Whoa! That hurricane was really nice. That was a good way to finish your round.
Yeah.
That was a really good way.
Enders right there.
Man, I'm pretty sure this is going to be a way higher score than the first round. He was already sitting at 81.33. How much higher can it get?
Yeah, do you think that he is able to break into the 90s with a score
I'm
like
hoping
that?
so.
Yesterday we saw Joseph come out of the gate and already break almost in, yeah, I believe his first run was already in the 90s.
That is a kickflip front lip. See how it was sliding too fast, getting away from him, but he still pulled it. And that hurricane, really, really nice.
For some of our viewers who don't maybe know what the hurricane is, maybe walk us through, because it's quite an intricate trick.
It is, imagine a frontside board slide. You come in facing the rail, almost like a frontside board slide, but for front board, you only go 90 degrees. For hurricane, you gotta go all the way and lock in the back truck, so you're sliding backwards. That makes it so much more difficult because you gotta lock in the truck, go backwards, and still look over your shoulder.
Oh, check out the results here. Moving into a 90-point even. Vincent Milou right there doing it 90. Already 10 points ahead of second place there. Adrien Boulard, 2 Frenchmen on top. TJ Rogers with a 76.33 in third place. Greg Lutzka, 4th place. 5th place, Ben Lotz. 6th place, Austin Seaholm. 7th place, Maxine Janine. And 8th place, Victor Pellegrin. That's going to do it for the top 2 heats. So far, we have one more coming right at you. Here's going to be some looks back at heat number 2. Top tricks that went down in skateboarding.
Yeah, that beautiful front 270 nose blunt by Greg, and then tray flip by Adrian. Front side flip over the hydrant by Vincent. You see all these difficult tricks that go down. It is so hard to put your run together the way it needs to be done because all these riders are just amazing putting it together. There we go. We just wanted to see it. There we got it. A backwards landing.
Amazing how he could land right out of that. Phenomenal skating from all the skaters here today.
Well, that is Adrian, my friend. If you guys are not familiar with this guy, look him up on YouTube. He's got some crazy stuff there. So Adrian Boulard, make sure you type it in, watch one of his video parts. He's had so many already. It is some amazing skating.
Okay, this is going to be the third and final heat. Man, you see right there on the corner of your screen, Beaver Fleming, he's going to be starting off for the United States. Ryan DeCenzo, John Constantine, and Joseph Gabardcio is going to be rounding off the top, our 12 finalist riders here. But it's all about Beaver Fleming. Beaver is going to be dropping into the big box jump line.
But Mr. Superman is in, doing it for the start. And a kickflip indie grab. Then a backsmith on the quarter pipe. It is difficult to keep up with his run because he does so many tricks. Turkey grind across that ledge. And the pop shove it tail grab on the quarter pipe. Setting up his feet. Back to, missing that back to 7 lip. We saw him do it yesterday.
He is a very entertaining skater to watch for the public, it seems. As soon as he comes out of the gate, there's this energy that kind of swarms through, and you feel it in the crowd, you feel it in the audience, and they're cheering. But as well, we've said before, he is not only just, that big jump rider, but he has those street tricks, and he's showing it as well to the judges.
Well, I mean, you have to. He yesterday got some nice scores, but he wants to bump them up. Like, this is the way to bump the scores up, doing a back flip.
Oh.
And coming for a board slide down the big rail. And wanted to finish it off. Well, he didn't do the tray flip, but he did a somersault. That's pretty good, too.
Really a crowd pleaser. I love watching
Does that count
him,
like
man.
a tricky thing?
Yeah, I think that's a nitro trick.
Oh, it is. But does it bump his score up? Like, what do the judges think?
Yeah, crowd pleaser. I like that he comes out here and gets the crowd kind of on their feet, especially for some of the other riders. It's really nice to have that atmosphere and get that adrenaline pumping before you're able to start in. So maybe, for this last heat, Ryan DeCenzo is going to be able to get some of that energy and carry it through into his next run. Let's take a couple highlight looks back at some Beaver Fleming inverted action, I would say.
Okay, there we go. We're overlooking the crowd. Look at the amazing crowd we have here today. That's our speaker. It's our speaker, Emil, introducing our next rider, the Canadian superstar, Ryan DeCenzo, with a huge frontside air over the quarter pipe on that steep bank, and a crook bonk up the rail.
Ryan DeCenzo, one of the most amazing skaters.
He's definitely up there with the world's best skateboarders. The Hurricane, beautiful. Yeah, Ryan's setting up for the frontside 360 over the hydrant. I have not seen him miss that trick, not even once. Going for the nollie 5-0 down the hubba. And frontside indie, the quarter pipe. Taking up speed. And again for the hydrant. And getting the frontside flip this time.
Beauty.
Missing the tray flip down the big four. I wonder how big the big four is. Is it a 10 stair, 9 stair? What would you say? Is it the size of 9 stairs?
The big four, I would say it would be like an 8 stair. I think each step is like a double.
True, yeah, I agree. He wanted to kick flip that long ass platform. Yeah, put your hands together for Ryan. That was a good round. He missed 2 tricks, but everything else he did in the round was really nice. I want to see the scores on this one when they come in. We're gonna get some replays of Ryan. Then the hydrant action with that frontside 360. Look how easy and casual that looks.
It's like it's glued to his shoes, actually.
Yeah, right. I wish I had those. I can't do them.
Okay, next boy up. Do you want to introduce who's dropping in right now?
My boy John Constantino. Barely ever see this dude come into contest, and I hope he's gonna make the top 5 because I really want to go to Canada with him. Starting it off at the box jumps. Coming for the quarter pipe. Yeah. I like that boneless. Let's come back in the park. Setting up for the backside nose grind across.
Shoelace is undone, actually.
Oh, he doesn't care. I saw him partying until 7 in the morning, so he probably does not care. Look at that front feeble to manual. How much control do you gotta have to be able to pull this? Especially with your shoelace. Like, oh, that backsmith and a back 270. Dude, he's just playing there, and it's still the best round we've seen today. Okay, dude, just John, if you're watching this, you gotta come to more events because this is amazing. I love watching this guy skate.
Absolutely not. Honestly, I would be so fazed by that shoot.
Oh my God! More of this! More of fronts like this, please. That hard flip was just too good. Yeah, he's stoked. He knows he's coming up. That was a really nice run. I can't wait to see the replays on this one. That was trick by trick was a hammer.
I would have been so bothered by that shoelace. I honestly couldn't have.
I couldn't skate.
have kept
I got
skating.
so many OCDs, man. Like my shoelace. If I'm skating shoes without shoelace, that's one of the reasons I can't have the shoelaces hanging. Like I cannot deal with it. Look at that tweak on that hard flip. Oh wow. And that's a soft floor, so like you gotta do it perfect to be able to roll away. And that is a big gap. Like it was next to the rail and it's a 12-stair rail, so that was a 12-stair gap. No wonder he was second yesterday. That is gonna be a very difficult score to beat.
Amazing.
Wow,
amazing.
we got Joseph about to drop in. This guy's like, okay, I won yesterday, but this round was crazy, so I wanna see what he does. Wow, that was huge, that air. Back 3 Indy. Back lip. That's 3 tricks in 5 seconds. And a nose blunt over across the 5-meter-long ledge. Frontside air in the quarter pipe.
Like we were saying, we missed Joseph in Denver.
Back 180 over the hydrant, but he's back, my friend, and he's gonna be in China. I can tell you that.
Definitely.
Feeble grab. Wow, what was that little grab on the feeble? I like that. 10 seconds left for Joseph. Oh, missing the back 270 lip. That's because of the wind. I'm blaming the wind today.
You see the flags in the background there.
Oh yeah, they're blowing. Switch 180 down the big 4.
Woo!
Oh yeah. That was a nice run. I want to see those scores coming in. That was huge. That was a huge box hair jump. And the back 3 with the backsmith. That was a nice run. What do you think? What would you score this?
Yeah, that was a nice run from Joseph, but I think actually his semifinals run was a little cleaner.
It was.
I mean, it had no misses at all. So
true.
It's hard to go up against that. So I'm not sure if he's going to be able to get into the 90s and beat Vincent Milou there. We're going to have to wait and see.
We got another contender, Beaver Fleming with a Superman on the first jump. And a kickflip in the finger flip. Still holding on. I'll count it.
So does a kickflip, catches it in Indy, and then finger flips his board, catches the land around. Amazing.
How fast you have to have your hands and feet, you know, like so much happening in such a short span of time. Missing that back 270 lip. It is difficult to deal with. Like if you have 2 perfect runs the day before and today you just can't put it together. But yeah, there we go. We got that nose grind he missed in the first round. And skating the horse now.
Getting on that hitching post.
It's a 5-0 in the quarter pipe. Getting some speed.
Whoa!
Huge in the air. So we got last 10 seconds for Beaver. You know what he's coming for, right?
No, actually, is he going? Oh! No, going back for something different this time.
Oh,
just skipping the box altogether.
He's getting the speed. I want to see that.
Yeah, Beaver. Oh, and that's going to do it for Beaver Fleming. Second run in the books. The crowd loves it here in William Harlick Park. Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. So amazing to have the FISE come all the way out here. Let's take a look back at that tomahawk, as Beaver calls it. There's that tomahawk backflip.
Yeah. He invents his own tricks. How cool is that?
Yeah, that's what happens, I guess, when you tour around the Nitro Circus. You live at Woodward.
And we got some scores in. We got Vincent in first with 90 even, and John Costantino jumping in second. Adrian Boulard sitting in third with a score of 80.33. I'm surprised on a kind of a low score for Ryan DeCenzo now. He's sitting in 6th place.
As well, honestly surprised a bit about Constantino's score. It's a bit off,
right? That was an amazing round.
but that is why we are not judges, and we are just here babbling to keep our jobs. But DeCenzo right now on course for his second run.
Getting that hurricane, that well-planned run again. And then for the front three, over that hydrant. I wonder how it is to be so good that you have all your tricks so unlocked that you just do it all the time. Nollie frontside 5-0 down the big hubba. And speed for that frontside indie. Coming back for the hydrant again. And with the frontside flip. That gotta be a higher score than the first one.
This is definitely looking like
a
a better one.
75 in the first round. This has to be a higher one.
Oh,
nice.
gets this.
The overcrooks and a backsmith down the other rail. It is not easy to do two rails in one on one line on just one side. Missing the front chop. I'm gonna say that was after time though. That's right after the last straight. That was when the time was over. So this was after time. That was for the people, for the crowd, and the crowd appreciates it. Look, all the people putting their hands together. We're gonna have some replays of that frontside kickflip over the hydrant. Overview of the venue. Look how packed this place is today. What do you think about that? We filled it up.
I thought it was like not going to be a huge turnout because of the weather this morning, but everyone, you know, just trooped it out, come down here to the FISE. They're really cheering on John Constantino right now as he drops in for his second run. Going to see if he can improve his score of that 85.33, but had a pretty stellar first run, if I don't mind adding.
It is gonna be difficult to do even a better. Oh, there you go. That is the way to do a better round. The backside nose grind reaver was crazy. I didn't see that coming. Coming in for that front feed. Oh, missing the front side feeble. Okay, considering he had a perfect first round, he's just playing. Okay, let's see. He's just gonna do 25 tricks in this round or what? Oh. I like that. He just missed one. He knows he did a perfect run in the first round, so he doesn't have to try. It's not gonna be a higher score, so he might as well just have a good time. I do want to see this. Please go back and do that.
What is he going for there?
He was going for a 50-50 back to 70 out, which I have never seen done before. Hopefully he goes for that one. No, he's just chilling. As I said, he went out yesterday. These guys were partying all night, so he's just taking it easy. Okay, our last rider in for today in today's finals. Yesterday's winner, currently sitting in the 5th place, Joseph Carpaccio, our defending winner from last year's stop in Chengdu, China. We're looking at the standings, but we got Joseph dropping in, going for the big box jump.
Right
Tuck knee over the first one, and the back three over the second one, back lip.
Right now, Joseph is sitting in 5th position. We're gonna have to see if he can pull up his score. Like you said, defending champion from Chengdu, our first place semi-finalist from yesterday, and our last skater of today.
That was a nice hard flip he just did over the hydrant. What do you think about the run? It is better than the first one so far, right?
Definitely, to me, it has a lot of style. Very fast flow. Ooh.
Yeah, right. I just want to say he just missed a feeble grind, but hold it on to the board slide. That's what we were talking about before. Like when you're like really good on a skateboard, you can just like do a trick you didn't plan to do. Switch one. We just saw switch 180 down the big four.
That's a pretty banger run.
What is that? Is that a Miller flip or what? I don't know what this trick is called. That was a really nice run.
Oh, I love how he grabs on that. Whoa, this is a perfect run, honestly.
Man, this was a really good round. That was way better than the first one, that's for sure. And we had Joseph sitting on a score of 79.66, almost hitting the 80s. I want to see where this goes. So the first person today, Vincent Milou so far, sitting on a 90 even. Second place, John Cosentino, sitting on 85.33. And third place, currently, Ryan DeCenzo with 81.66. Where this goes.
And then currently there's Adrian Boulard in the 4th place position there, and rounding out the top 5, those are guys who are going to be following us to Chengdu. That is Joseph Garbazio right now, who just finished that second run. We're just going to be waiting in for the scores, but that does it officially. All the riders have done their second run here. That means we went 12 riders deep, 24 runs. Skaters put on an amazing show out here in Edmonton. We're just going to have to wait for the judges. Tally up all those scores, make sure they know who's going to get in the top honors. But let's take a bit of a look back at today's contest, see some of the highlights, what went down.
Superman tomahawk with a
How did he hold on to that?
Back tail to fakie.
It almost looked like his board got blown a bit by the wind.
It did, yeah, it did. You can tell. It definitely did go blown away by the wind, but you gotta do what you gotta do. You wanna lend those tricks. You wanna make, you just wanna lend it, put it together, and win some money. You see a lot of Beaver, because all the stunts he does are so different to everyone else's. That was the nice Pexan nose grind Beaver by John Koss.
So as you see up there, our judges are just tallying up everything, working out everything to make sure that it's all in line. There are no mistakes. That's exactly what we want the judges to do, talk it over if there are some debating go on. And now we have there all our 3 boys and our lovely
they
DJ up
like
top.
to see themselves on the big screen.
Hey,
some exposure for our judges, Mark Aziza, Willie Santos, and Julian Dykmans.
Here we have the results. These are the results here. Vincent Milou with a 90-point even. Joseph Garbazio moves up into 2nd place with an 86.33. John Constantino moves down to 3rd place, still standing in a perfect podium there, 85.33. Ryan DeCenzo 4th place, Adrian Boulard 5th place, and TJ Rogers 6th place, rounding it off. 7th place, Greg Lutzka 8, Beaver Fleming 9th, Ben Lutz 8, Austin Seaholm. 10th, Austin Seaholm, 11th, Maxime Janine, and 12th place, finishing it off for your professional skateboard street, Victor Pellegrin. Let's go back down into the finish line. Let's get a little look on what our winner has to say for it.
We are here with the winner. I can't believe it. My French frog buddy, Vincent Milou, winning the FISE Skateboard Park Pro Men's. What do you got to say, my man?
Just so stoked about this day, and then just feeling good on my board and having fun on the course with all the boys, and just stoked there, for sure.
And what do you think about all these fans out here, all these new fans from Edmonton and Canada? You having a good time? Are you stoked for these guys or what?
It's crazy, like all the fans are crazy out there, just screaming around. That's crazy. I mean.
Hey, one more time, Edmonton, make some noise for your winner right here, Mr. Vincent Milou!
So big ups to all our amazing top 12 skaters out here. Beaver Fleming's back on course trying to do what he loves to do, get a couple tricks out there for the audience. We're going to continue out here having fun in the sun, but it's been an absolutely amazing time out here. Thomas, thank you so much for joining us once again. On behalf of myself, Ryan Meyer, and Thomas Winter, this was FISE Edmonton. That was the Professional Pro Skateboard Street Park Contest. We're going to be meeting you next time in Chengdu, China, October 28th to 30th. Make sure you tune in. See us in China.
You guys made this contest amazing. Thank you, Chengdu.
So, Thomas, that was it. I mean, that's China. You've been there before. How amazing is this event?
I can't wait.
Cannot wait for China, but here it was, Edmonton done one more time. Vincent Milou on top, Joseph Garbazio and John Constantino rounding up that top three. Ryan DeCenzo and Adrian Boulard as well. Those are top 5 guys who we're going to be taking to China, right?
Yes, exactly. I gotta say, I can't wait to go. Chengdu is one of my favorite stops of the year. It is just amazing. The venue is perfect. We got a separate skate park for skateboard. We got a separate course for BMX. So many people coming to watch. It is just amazing. I can't wait. And whoever you guys are watching, make sure you tune in or you come over to check it out.
Because this is going to be the banger. That's the 5th and final stop on the FISE World Tour. Make sure you make it out to China. Check us out online, all the social media channels. We'll see you in Chengdu.